Hi, it's Barb, Meeple PhD, and my favorite play for June 2023 is Woodcraft. This is a game that's co-designed by Vladimir Suchý and Ross Arnold, and I've got to say Suchý is one of my favorite designers. He tends to build these games that are just really tight. You only have a few actions each round and a limited number of rounds in the game, and by the end you just can't feel like you can get everything done, but you've accomplished something. And that's, I don't know what it is about that. It feels frustrating when you're in the middle of the game, but I really enjoy that. It makes every turn feel just so important that I choose the right thing to do. So in this game, you are woodcrafters who are manipulating wood in order to make these beautiful objects. Each turn, the player is taking an action tile from the central board in the middle, and not all of them are necessarily available if they've slid too far forward, but you'll take one, you'll slide it into the next region of that circle, take the action. You might also get an associated bonus, and then you have some free actions that you can take on your turn as well. So the actions include things like planting a tree that then grows each turn until you harvest it, or buying things from the market, either more wood, which are dice in this game, or materials like glue and saw blades. You can also hire helpers to help you out, or improve your workshop to give you more saw blades or more ways to glue and splice the wood together. And then those are things that you can do for free on your turn. The splicing things together if you have the right tools and haven't used them during that round. Or slicing up your dice, and you actually, if you have a 6, you can slice it into a 2 and a 4, or you can use a saw blade as well and slice it a few times, so you have a 1, and a 4, or something like that, whatever you need for your project. And it's that kind of part of the game that's really cool. It feels very thematic. You are actually cutting up your dice in order to make them smaller and get the pieces you need to complete the projects that you're trying to do. As I said, this one it's very tight. You have you have one action each round. There are 14 rounds, and so every turn just feels so important. And it also means that people can take the actions that you wanted, but there are ways to mitigate that. If you get these lantern tokens, you can take an action tile, but then turn it into any action that you might need. So if one of them isn't available or doesn't have the best bonuses associated with it, you can still take the action using that lantern tile. So I really like that. Although if you save up those lanterns and get 3 of them, you can take an extra action on your turn, which is huge in this game. So far, I've only played it at 2 players, and it's worked really well at 2. I imagine with more players, that action board in the middle is going to see a lot more movement and a bit more chaos. I'm looking forward to seeing what that adds to the game. But as a 2-player, it's still fairly meaty and a lot of fun. You do still end up messing up your opponent, as my spouse did about 3 times in our last game, and I might have yelled at him each time. But we have so much fun with it. And besides all of that, the art is amazing. When you look through this pile of wood-crafted things that you can make, there are some beautiful touches on all of the different cards. Like in this last game that we played, we discovered that the rowboat that you can make has a posh octopus just hanging out in it, toasting with a champagne glass. And that just gave us a giggle. So this one I love. I love the art. I love the gameplay. I want to try it solo. I want to try it with more players, but it is a really solid 2-player game. And that's why Woodcraft was my favorite for June 2023. So that's it for me. I'll be back again next month. You can find me on the internet as Meeple PhD on Instagram and Twitter. Or if you like astronomy at all, I have a YouTube channel, Meeple PhD also, where I connect astronomy and board games. So go be sure to check that out and like and subscribe so you can see my videos when they come out. Otherwise, I will see you next month.